G'day and welcome back to the channel. And if it's your first time joining me, I hope you enjoy this episode. In this episode, I'm down at Hayes Inlet. We've got the last 2 hours of the run out tide, a beautiful afternoon, and the target species is dusky flathead. After all the rain we've had, the systems have just cleaned up beautifully. Got lovely watercolour here this afternoon. Okay, first cast. Let's see how we go. Because we're fishing land-based this afternoon, I've brought a bit longer rod than what I usually use. This is a 7'6" rod with a Shimano 2500, loaded with 10-pound braid and 10-pound fluorocarbon. Where I'm casting is about 2.5 metres deep. Got a 1/4 ounce jig head on, so I'll just give it about 5 to 10 seconds after it hits the water to make its way to the bottom. Been a little bit of a quiet start. Been here for probably 20 minutes. Haven't had a bite yet. That's all right, we've got a couple of hours this afternoon. First bite of the afternoon. Only a little fish. Old mate's in the distance up there. They only just arrived, and within about 2 minutes, old mate's hooked a decent fish. There we go, first fish of the afternoon. That took probably the best part of 45 minutes. Now he's only a little fella, but what I've noticed when I've been flathead fishing is generally where you catch the smaller ones, there'll be some better fish as well. So I'll stay in this one area here and pepper it with 6 or 10 casts and see if we can't catch another. Got to try and remember where I cast that one now. I think I was pretty close to the bank, to be honest, when he ate it, so let's see how we go. Just actually going to slow my retrieve down a little bit in this area. Oh, there's a hit. Missed him. There's only a small fish again. If that was a flathead, that was small. But good signs. A few bait fish splashing around on the surface there, so we'll just cast into it. I don't know if you could see that flying V of pelicans, but that is pretty awesome. That's unreal. I just walked backwards and got myself out of the water a little bit. Just to the left of me here is a little drain, and as I walked towards it, there was so many little whiting that would have been about 3 inches long, which is prime food for flathead. I'm thinking the fish that we're trying to catch are likely just 10 metres there in front of me instead of right out in the channel, particularly with all that food in the drain on the run out tide. It's a bit unfortunate that somebody's left their water bottle behind. I'll scrunch that up, throw it in my bag, dispose of it later. Oh, that was a good whack. Definitely the best hit I've had all afternoon. Got to be honest, this is the best looking area that we fished all afternoon as well. The water draining off the flats. Time for a lure change, I think. Try something a little bit different. Give the old faithful Gulp Nemesis a run. They'll generally bring on a fish if they don't get destroyed by the local toadfish population. I reckon that was dead set, a flathead, sitting where I would have walked. Maybe I do need to move back a little bit and just fish for those fish that are right up in the shallows. I saw a lot of bait splashing around at the mouth of this little drain here. I'm actually standing back from the water's edge now, so I don't spook anything. Had a whack, I think they're small fish though, which will often happen when you're using gulp. You can see the scores of toadfish coming in after it. Doesn't mean there won't be a big old lizard sitting out from that drain though. Well, the first hour has seen us catch only one small flathead. It's now 4 o'clock. Low tide is at about 5:30. The sun will go down around then as well, so we've got about an hour and a half. We'll keep fishing away and fingers crossed that we eventually catch a good floodie. Well, there's a whack. Come on, follow it and nail it. Give it a pause. Get the feeling I'm going to get hammered here in a minute. Sun's starting to go down. There's bait flicking around in the area. It's just a matter of time, I reckon, before I get absolutely creamed. Missed one then. A couple of times this afternoon I've just had a good solid quick whack and then that's it. Someone on the jetty there just caught a nice flathead on the end. That's a good sign. Always nice to see someone else into the action. Got a nice little rock bar here in front of us. So I'm fishing up current of it at the moment, but shortly I'll get on the other side because there should be fish by rights sitting there gobbling up the bait as it comes across it. Try not to bust my shins on any of these rocks. That's perfect. Oh, got a whack on the rock bar. That's the rocks. Might have got lucky there. Yeah, I did. Lost my hook, but I got my leader and the lure back. Okay, new jig head, and I am back in action. Cast out to the end of the rock bar. Just keep that lure a little bit higher than what I was. Okay, one more cast and then we might go and have a fish around the bridges. All right, bridge time it is. Here we go. There wouldn't be a fishier spot in Hayes Inlet than this. So, fingers crossed, this changes our luck this afternoon. There's a rock. That's not very lucky. First cast, getting a snag. Oh, managed to get it off. It is a very rocky area this, so I'm just going to have to maybe fish a little bit quicker. All of the water out of Hayes Inlet is basically funneling through this little channel here. So there's a fair bit of run as well. That's the rocks as well. I think if we're gonna fish here anyway, we're gonna lose a bit of gear, which I'm prepared to do, that's okay. As long as we catch a few floodies. That jig head's gone. Okay, I've gone to what is one of my favourite flathead lures at the moment, the squidgy prawn. Put a bit of S factor on. It's been a slow afternoon up until now, so I am looking for a change of luck. I mean, we're getting close to the bottom of the tide, so it should be a pretty good time for the flathead to feed. Try not to lose this one too quickly. Oh, there's a whack straight away. It's a good sign. That's a rock. Might even be able to walk out there and get that one off. There we go, lovely. I need to find a little passage here, and it makes sense that that's where the flathead would be sitting, where there's a good bit of sandy bottom between the rocks. If I do find that, I'll probably stick with it a while, knowing that the fish will be there. And there's, oh, I missed him. There was a fish right there at my feet. Okay, righto, maybe we found something. Patch of rock straight in front of me. Won't cast over it, but on the edge would be a likely spot. There we go. Oh, that's a nice fish too. That's what I've been after all afternoon. It's taken us a while, but I finally caught, well, I haven't caught him yet, a nice Hayes Inlet flathead. It's not huge, but he's a nice fish all the same. Try and flip him over and give you a better look. So that fish would be about 40 centimetres. The way he ate it, I thought he was bigger than that, but it's a good sign. Like I was saying, that squidgy prawn is definitely one of my favourites at the moment. See you, mate. Got to try and remember where I cast that now. If I can just find the little channels and I can bump this, oh, no, there's a rock, that I can bump this soft plastic along without getting snagged, I reckon I will catch some flathead here. I actually had a look in my box to see if I had a weedless jig head and I didn't. All right, another jig head. Oh no, that got snagged as soon as it landed. Oh man, it's a difficult area. It's a good area. There's just a lot of rock on the bottom, which the flathead don't mind that. There we go. That fish basically ate it as soon as it hit the water. He's only a small one, but my confidence is growing with every fish that we catch. See you, mate. Wouldn't mind just trying to get across to these rocks here if I can. On the other side there's good current, there's a bit of wave action. There's lights on the bridge as well, it's starting to get a little bit darker. It's like just a good area. I'm up to me balls. Alright, getting closer, getting closer, getting closer, getting closer. Whoop. And we made it. I just wonder if that's one of those Chinese oysters. Might actually report that one to the fisheries. Alright, this looks awesome. Here we go, flathead time. Oh, that's a rock. Felt like a fish for a minute. There we go. I'm enjoying this now. It was slow to start, but I'm grateful for a few fish later on in the session. It's not a huge fish, but like that other one that was about 40, he's going pretty hard. Whoop, let himself go. That's all right, that saves me getting spiked. That's a rock. Felt a little bit like a fish, but oh, busted him off. I reckon I've got about 5 minutes of light left. Tie one more jig head on. See if we can't end the day with a nice fish. Okay, last cast for the day. Let's see how we go. Oh, had a fish on. All right, we're gonna go one more cast then. All right, lure looks good. Same spot. All right, one more cast along the rock wall, and then we're gone. Oh, that's a little bit deeper than I thought it was. I'll probably have one more cast here once I get up on the rocks, because I was kind of just wanting to get back across while I could see what I was doing. Well, that brings this episode to an end. And while I didn't catch the big flathead that I would have liked, catching 4 fish on soft plastics any afternoon, I'll take it. If you've been enjoying my content, do me a massive favour and subscribe to the channel, and I hope that you're getting out on the water and catching a few fish.